Welcome back to the Inside Scoop. I'm your host, Mark Levine. Today's a special day on the Inside Scoop as we celebrate our 600th anniversary. No, we haven't been around for 600 years, but this is our 600th show. My producer is sitting next to me, Jim Southworth. He, of course, is already making a technical distinction. It's our 601st show.
Right.
But you know what? 600, 601, I'm not going to make that technical distinction. First of all, Jim, I want to thank you. You've been a tremendous producer. You're the guy who got me involved in all of this. Was it 8 years ago?
I think the line was, how'd you like to be in TV?
I believe that was the line.
Because you were in talk radio at the time.
That's true. And as the Northern Virginia Democratic Business Council, you saw me there. I was talking about the Patriot Act, ironically,
right,
which is still in the news today.
Oh, even more so.
And since then, we've done 601 shows. We've done, I focused, I believe, on virtually every country on earth. And I don't know how many times I've had Republicans here, like Mike Lane, and tore them apart.
And we branched out.
That's true.
With an ecology show, the Emerald Planet.
We had a women's business show. We had a union show. We had Virginia politics show.
And we still have the state and local government politics show, which complements yours, with Bettina.
Indeed, just tonight we did the Lieutenant Governor and Attorney General debate for the Democratic primary, which I'm very proud of. And I've just got to say, it's great working with you. You've brought in not just in ideas, but frankly, technology. You're the guy who gets this working. You probably wouldn't know that behind me is a green wall. I've just told our secrets, Jim. Behind me is a green wall. There is no map behind me.
The director will push the button.
He probably, oh, there we go. See? Jim is the one who got us this new studio. In fact, you were the chairman of the Fairfax Public Access,
That's
the
correct.
Channel 10 that we're on right now.
Correct.
You're one of the reasons why, I believe, is this the largest one in the country? Or one of them?
Probably. Now, in terms, we have 3 fully equipped, state-of-the-art digital studios, and we'll be full HD within the next few months as we take the next step of technology and capability.
What is it about your expertise that allowed you to take this channel, Channel 10, far beyond other channels like it across the country?
Well, it can go back. There's one statement that I think really echoes what you're asking. In 1997, there was a small volunteer built and operated and run internet service provider called the Northern Virginia Internet Access Cooperative, and which was nova.org. And we merged that into this public access television cable station. And that I'll never forget standing there at the board of directors meeting and explaining to the gentleman exactly what we would be doing and why and how the internet and TV will merge. And I said, within 10 years, you'll be watching almost anything and everything you want anywhere in the world on the internet. And I think about 3/4 of the board members about fell out of their chair laughing. Because how are you going to do this over dial-up? How are you going to do this with, and I said, you have no idea what's coming in the way of broadband.
You have a special expertise in the internet. Republicans used to mock Al Gore for saying that he created the internet. But Jim, I don't know, you keep telling me you created the internet. What did you do there?
I was selected about a little over 10 years ago by one of the largest magazines in the electronics industry as being one of the 21 people they blame. They blame for the internet as we know it today and the architecture.
So you're one of the 21 creators of the internet.
That's correct. So one of those was Al Gore.
And one of those was Al Gore.
Al Gore.
There you go.
They used the truth against him.
That's true.
He was the key person in terms of getting the funding, the original funding for the internet. NSFNet, the National Science Foundation Network, is the true grandfather of the network as we know it today.
So one of the reasons I'm asking about your technical expertise is that you are actually running for the Democratic Party of Virginia's Vice Chairman of Technology and Communications for the Central Committee. So this is a very select election. Just the Virginia Democratic Party Central Committee can vote, but it's a contested election, and you're running to be the Vice Chairman of Technology and Communications.
That's correct.
So I'm going to get to your expertise in just one second, but before we get there, what the heck is the Vice Chairman of Technology and Communications? What do they do for the Democratic Party of Virginia?
Basically integrate and take the party into the future. Integrate technology into the day-to-day operations and the campaigns.
So to make sure that the computers work, to make sure that the ads mesh well with the fundraising, mesh well with the email.
Well, it's even more than that. what it was and what has been the focus at this point in time have been like some social networking and websites and also ways of structuring into databases so we can keep track of who votes, how and where and when.
That's important.
And that's
we got to do it for our call out the vote efforts. We need to find out who voted and get the people who didn't vote out to the polls, particularly this November.
My platform with respect to the state, with respect to the Democratic Party, is that that's not the only story. The sound systems, media, television like we're doing here right now, candidate training, bringing them up to speed so they can deal with being in front of a camera and being interviewed. Oh, yes. We have all of that in place.
Well, you trained me, so I think you did a good job, but I'm biased about that. Let me ask you this. I got a whole bunch of awards.
Well, I got some glassware.
All over the place. Let's start right here to my left. This is sort of your Internet Technology Awards. What are those?
The Broadband Forum, now it used to be known as the DSL Forum for high-speed Internet access, awarded me their very first ever Circle of Excellence Award.
And it is a circle. And what is this? In appreciation for your contribution, this is the DSL Forum. So who?
Well, it is now known as the Broadband Forum because it expanded to cover MPLS and some other technologies as well.
These are the kings of the internet gave you a circle, basically.
But I was the first one ever.
Wow, the first one.
The first one ever for the Circle of Excellence. They have now since made it an annual award. They created it, as they said to me at the time, because I caused them to.
That's very, very cool. Well, what's this one right here?
Well, this one took it another step further.
Same DSL Forum.
Yeah, for some of the outstanding work that, as they put it in their words, that I had done in almost 120 countries worldwide in deploying the internet and broadband, and in some cases allowing second and third world and fourth world countries to some extent jump up into the public arena.
And that's from Interpol?
Well, the law enforcement community has been someplace I've been doing work for at least the last 35 years, and this came from the Secretary General of Interpol.
Wow, look at
for the work I did for them
really nice.
in helping resolve their way of doing business on an international basis, including cybersecurity.
And well, that's really important. I mean, we got to make sure that that the internet is used for good things and not for bad things. I mean, there's just
but this is worldwide. But this is worldwide stuff, okay?
Right.
My heart and my soul is here in this community,
and that's why we see all these things. Well, let's see. Fairfax County Democratic Committee. You were the member of the year. Now Fairfax, of course.
That was in 2008.
That's the largest county in Virginia. You were the most important Democrat in 2008? Are you the reason Barack Obama is our president? Is that what you're saying?
I don't think I can take that credit.
All right, but member of the year, what did you do for Fairfax County?
Well, just about everything. Mostly what I've been doing is help using technology in many cases to help our candidates get elected and then stay elected. Okay. That's the key.
This is from the League of Women Voters of Fairfax County.
In the process, we do.
They mentioned the inside scoop. I'm proud of that, since that's my baby.
We do debates for them.
That we do
because we execute nonpartisan.
Well, we did that. We did that today. We did the Attorney General. And
well, except these were Democrats. These were all Democrats. What we have earned their trust. That even though we may be all Democrats, and there's a reason for that.
Well, we are all Democrats.
But there's a reason for that also. If we're coming out here, 601 live 1-hour shows, all the prep time, all the post-production time, and then putting it up on YouTube or Ustream.
It's a lot of hard work from all the people out there that don't get enough recognition.
Exactly.
Leo and Jim and I don't know who else is back there.
And Nate and Brian, there, right? And they're all out. There's an amazing team of people that give so much of their time and effort to make this work and staff it twice every week. Every week.
Now, this is 2013 Martha Panino Community Service Award. What community service is this?
I've done some things. In fact, this past election year, Fairfax County has an unusually diverse population, spanning at least 16 different major languages.
Wow.
And some of them much larger than others. For the first time, we were able to get out instructions about what they needed to have for their identification at the poll. And we did it in 4 separate languages.
And that's vitally important because Republicans were trying to keep people from voting this year.
Exactly, and as a result, the county even recognized us, not just on a nonpartisan basis, for the education and the impact we had on the community and the elections.
And as a Democrat, of course, we elected Tim Kaine and we elected Barack Obama. So I think you did a decent job there. All right, so this is the Fairfax County Federation of Citizens Associations.
That is for
Citation of Merit, 2009 and 2010. What's this?
What that was I was the runner-up selection for Citizen of the Year. For the entire county of Fairfax.
Wow.
Which,
and this isn't necessarily a Democratic Party thing.
That's nonpartisan.
This is just the entire county.
That's correct. I was presented to me by Governor McDonnell.
Really?
And also Chairman Sharon Bulova.
I see. He didn't have a joy buzzer in his hand or anything, because we're trying to defeat the Republicans this fall.
No.
So let me ask you this. So you're running for the vice chairman of the Technology Communications Committee, the Democratic Party of Virginia Central Committee. What can you do for the Democratic Party that, let's face it, hasn't been done in the past in this role?
I can add a degree of technological diversity that has not been seen.
What's technological diversity? What does that mean?
What it is we have been very well focused and have done a pretty decent job with the database management of the voter base. We've done some really good things with websites. We've started to do good stuff with social media. But there's another whole realm beyond that, and that's what I'm coming from.
What's that realm?
Sound systems, multimedia that are used for all sorts of things that also save our various campaigns large amounts of money. In the case of the last 6 months, just what we haven't had to rent for the fundraisers and dinners and rallies and introductions, campaign introductions.
I've seen those rallies, and you're always in the back with like all these wires and cords and computers.
Well, but it's not just me. I've been cloning myself and training other people.
Good for you.
And the net result is we've saved the party and the campaigns in excess of $100,000 in just the last 5 months.
Listen, it's nice to save the money, because when we're spending all that money on fundraising, we want to make sure it goes to a good place. Well, let me just say, as the owner of the Inside Scoop copyright, and as someone who's done the Inside Scoop I'm coming up on my 10th anniversary, by the way,
right.
June 22nd, doing the Inside Scoop. I want to thank you, Jim, for being my producer, for finding me originally, for helping create this wonderful creation that we have here, well respected throughout the state of Virginia, and frankly throughout the United States.
Yes.
And of course, our shows, the Inside Scoop, aren't just shown in Virginia. They're now shown in California and Maine and Minnesota and wherever else you've gotten it up there.
Well, we've got 500 stations carrying some form of our traffic and content, and more coming.
And I owe it all to you. So thank you, Jim Southworth. Good luck in your election.
Thank you.
If I could vote, I'm not on the Central Committee, but if I could vote, I should certainly have my vote as the Vice Chairman of Technology and Communications. I cannot think of a better candidate. Thank you again
Thank
for
you.
coming here and sharing your expertise with us.